Anjaneya Kanchanadri Kamaniya Vigraham Parijata Tarumula Vasinam Bhavayami Pavamananandanam Anjani Garbha Sambhuta Kapindra Sachibottamam Rama Priya Namastubhyam Hanuman Raksha Sarvada Yatra Yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Kritamastakanjalim Bhashpavari Paripurnalochanam Marutim Namatarakshasantakam. We are at a very interesting segment of the Sundarakanda. The much awaited encounter between Hanuman and Ravana. Hating the perceived wrongs done to us blinds us to all the wrongs done by us. When we hate all the perceived wrongs done to us, we get blinded. We get blinded to all the wrongs committed by us. This is exactly what happens to Ravana. Ravana is in a state of angst, a concoction of anger, frustration, grief, shock. His pride has taken a severe beating. Never ever before anyone could venture into his territory and strike at the very heart of his kingdom. Now, Hanuman's surgical strike on Ashoka Vatika rattles Ravana. His ego takes a beating and he hates the perceived wrong here done by Hanuman. In that process, he is blinded to all the wrongs that he has committed. Ravana conducts himself as though he is at the receiving end of crimes without really realizing that he in fact is the one who has conducted unpardonable crimes. That is why it is said that blind people can be cured, but people proud of their blindness can never be cured. Ravana is not only blinded by his ego, blinded by lust, blinded by all kinds of negative qualities. He is also proud of his blindness. So therefore, Hanuman also knows that he is not going to end up convincing Ravana. Hanuman's advices to Ravana is primarily to warn Ravana, rattle him, shake him, so that when Rama arrives, the mission is made a lot more easier. The tormentor of the world is now being tormented. The tormentor of the world, Ravana, is now tormented by a simple Vanara. Tamudiksha Mahabahu Pingaksham Puratastitam Rosheda Mahatavishtaha Ravano Lokaravanaha Saraja Roshatamraksha Prahastam Mantri Sattama. The mighty Ravana, the tormentor of all the lokas, is now being tormented by this Vanara. The audacity of this Vanara fearlessly facing him is not acceptable to Ravana. He is overcome with anger and looking at Hanuman, a Vanara standing right in front of him. Ravana is unable to reconcile the situation presented before him, and his mind is full of apprehensions. Kimesha Bhagavan Nandi Bhavet Sakshat Ita Hitaha Yena Shaktosmi Kailase Maya Sanchalaye Pura. Is this Nandi who is standing right in front of me? Ravana is reminded of his encounters with Nandi when he visited Kailasha before. Nandi who cursed him before. Is it the same Nandi standing right in front of him? Soyam Vanaramurtis Syat Syat Kim Swihi Bhano Mahasura. Or is this the Banasura in disguise standing right in front of me? Who could this Vanara be? Ravana goes through an admixture of thoughts and apprehensions, and he requests Prahasta, his minister, to inquire. Prahasta, who's already lost his son, now addresses Hanuman. He Duratma, Duratma, Tuchatamnyesha Kutaha, Kimvasya Karanam, Vanabhangecha Kovasya, Atto Rakshasinam Chatajane. Looking at Hanuman, Prahasta asks him, "Hey, wicked monkey, how dare you endeavor to do these acts? Why did you destroy Ashoka Vatika? And why did you torment all the Rakshasis in the Vatika? What is the reason?" Prahasta continues to inquire. Editavatvam Indrena Proshite Ravanalayam Tattum Akyahimate Bhut Bhayam Vanara Mokshase. Hey Vanara, it's too not late yet. You better admit, are you the spy of Indra? And then you have ventured into Ravana's fort, spying on behalf of Indra. Better admit it right now. Do not fear. You will be excused. You will be forgiven. Are you the spy of Kubera? Or have you come here on behalf of Yama or Varuna? Better speak up. Anritam vadatachapi durlabam tava jivitam athavayan nimittete pravesha avanalayam. If you lie, you will not survive. Hey Hanuman, hey Vanara, tell us the purpose of your visit here. What is the purpose of entry into Lanka? Do not lie. Do not risk lying anymore. Darshane Rakshasendrasya Durlabe Tatidam Maya Vanam Rakshasa Rajyasya Darshanatte Vinashitam. Hanuman is now exchanging, he is very light-hearted in his response. Hanuman looks at Prahasta and says, if you ask me why I'm here and why did I destroy Ashoka Vatika, why did I torment all the Rakshasis, the answer is very simple. I just wanted a meeting with Ravana. The only reason, the only way I could manage meeting with Ravana is to draw his attention. And drawing his attention required me to devastate Ashoka Vatika. And that is why I did what I did, to get an audience with this mighty Ravana. Tatatte Rakshasa Prapta Balino Yuddhakankshinaha Rakshanartam cha Dehasya Pratiyuddha Mayarane. Now, why did I torment the Rakshasis? I did not torment them. I did not go after them. I only was protecting myself. I was defending myself. And in that process, if I had to eliminate them, I had to eliminate them because they are the ones who attacked me and I only defended myself. Astrapashayina Shakyoham Bhaddum Devasurai Api Pitamahatyeva Varo Mama Api Yesho Abhyupagataha. You must know this. I am incapable of being bound by any missiles. No missile can inflict any kind of harm on me. And this is a boon bestowed on me by Brahma himself. Rajanam dashtukamena mayastram anuvartikam vimuktoham astrena rakshasaitu atipiditaha kenachid rajyakaryena sampraptosmi tamantam. Let me tell you, with a desire to see Ravana, that's the only desire. I pretended to be bound by Indrajit's missile. Even Brahmastra has no power on me. I only played along with Indrajit's scheme just to ensure that I get dragged to Ravana's court. And why did I get dragged here? And why am I standing right in front of Ravana? Kenachid rajyakaryena sampraptosmi tamanvikam. I am on duty here. I am on duty here, and that is the reason why I am standing right in front of Ravana. He is basically announcing to everyone there who were until then rejoicing that they could capture this Vanara and drag him all the way to Ravana. He is only announcing, do not be fooled into believing that you all dragged me here. It is out of my will that I came all the way here. And then he looks at Ravana and he says, Duto habiti vidyeyaha Ragavasya amita aujasaha Shroyatam chapi vachanam mama patya idam prabho. Here, what is important to also notice, Hanuman, while he is giving a very strongly worded advice to Ravana and also being tough, he is also being respectful to Ravana. Hanuman, acting as Ramaduta, also has a duty here. So he cannot also choose the wrong words. So he is also being respectful in the way he is conveying the message. Dutohamiti Vigneyaha Ragavasya Amitaujasam. I am the Duta. I am Duta of that splendorous Rama who is endowed with unlimited splendor. Shruyatam chapi vachanam mama. You better listen to what I have to say, because what I have to say is for your own good. I'm going to give you an advice, whether you want it or not. I'm going to speak some words beneficial to you. You better listen to it here, Ravana. And then Hanuman begins to narrate story of Rama. Right from Rama's birth, Hanuman quickly gives various glimpses of all the events that ensued right up to the abduction of Sita, the dastardly act of Ravana. And then he continues talking about the pact between Sugriva and Rama, the killing of Vali. Very importantly, Hanuman highlights the killing of Vali because Hanuman knows Ravana fears Vali. So he goes through each and every account, and in that process, he highlights Rama's glories and gives a very strong message to Ravana. And then he concludes saying, Aham Sugriva Sandeshat Iha Prapta Tavalayam Rakshasendra Harishaha Twam Bhrata Kushalam Abravit. Again, Rama here is engaging in a very light-hearted banter. He is now saying, I am minister of Sugriva, and Ravana, by the way, Sugriva, your brother, he's inquired about your well-being. Ravana also has a great sense, Hanuman also has a great sense of humor. Here he is referring to Sugriva as Ravana's brother. Twam Bhrata Kushalam Abravit. He is inquiring about well-being because you think you have been well so far, your good days are numbered. And why he is referring to Sugriva as Bhrata, Hanuman knows that Sugriva's Bhrata Vali is a terror to Ravana, and therefore he is reminding Ravana once again of Vali here. धातुश्रुणु समादेशं सुग्रीवस्य महात्मनः धर्मार्थ उपहितं वाक्यम इह च अमुत्र च क्षमम्. And let me tell you something which Sugriva also sent the same message to you, a very friendly brotherly message which is good for you here in this world and hereafter. It's up to you to listen, but it is my duty here to advise, to give you what I have been asked to. Praptam dharmapalam tavat bhavatanatra samshayah. Very profound statement here Hanuman is making in front of Ravana and in front of everyone around. Praptam dharmapalam tavat bhavatanatra samshayah phalamasya api adharmasya kshipraveva prapasyase. Hey Ravana, I recognize the fact that you are immersed in opulence. You are enjoying all kinds of pleasures, all the treasure of this Lanka. You are enjoying this. No doubt, all these pleasures that you are experiencing are no doubt the result of punya karma, no doubt. But let me warn you, phalamasya api adharmasya kshiprameva prapasyase. Sooner or later, you will start experiencing the result, the outcomes of all your papa karmas. So do not be fooled thinking that all these pleasures that you are experiencing today will last forever. It's just a matter of time. Soon reality is going to hit you. You're going to experience the results of all the papa karmas that you have committed. The time of reaping the results of all your unrighteousness has come, here Ravana. Then he warns him with a very, very strongly worded statement. Janasthana vadham buddhva vali vadham tatha Rama Sugriva sakhyam cha buddhyasya hitamatmanaha. You would have heard all the details of what happened in Janasthana. Rama's valor in Janasthana. By now, you would have got all the details. You have got the details of Vali Vada, which is an outcome of the Shakya between Sugriva and Rama. After all this, don't you still realize what you are up against? Don't you know what is right for you? Kamam kalvaham api eka sabaji ratakunjaram lankam nashayitum shaktaha tassayeshu tu vinishchayaha. You have also seen what has happened right in front of your eyes. All the devastation that I, a simple Vanara, have ended up doing right in front of your eyes. All your Kinkaras, and your own son Akshay Kumara and several other Rakshasas have been effortlessly vanquished by me. Right here in Lanka, in the heart of your own kingdom. And it is very easy for me to destroy the whole of Lanka, but that is not what my Rama wanted me to do. That is the reason why I have not ended up doing that yet. Why? Let me tell you here, Ravana. Ramena hi pratignatam hari rishagana sannidhau utsadanam amitranam sithayaitu pradharshita. Because Rama has taken the vow right in front of the entire army of all the Vanaras that the abductors of Sita would be given due punishment. And therefore, it is Rama's mission to destroy you and all the Rakshasas right here in Lanka. That is the reason why I have not yet continued the act of devastating the whole of Lanka. I just gave you a little taste of what is in store for you here, Ravana. Apakurvan hi Ramasya sakshat apipuram daraha nasukam praptuyat anyaha kim punatvat vidhojanaha. Let me tell you, even Indra cannot do anything. Even Indra cannot stand the valor of Rama. So therefore, what can you, Ravana, do? Yam Sita iti abhichanasi yayam tishtati te vashe khalaratrititam vitti sarvalanka vinashinam. The Sita that You think you have abducted that Sita, that you think you have captured and put in captivity. You should know that she has chosen to remain captive. She is Kalaratri. She can destroy you and the whole of Lanka. You should remember, Ravana, you have placed the noose of death around your own neck. Better think well of your safety. Sitaya Tejasa Dagdham Ramakopa Prapiditam. The effulgence of Sita Mata and Rama's anger will just burn your entire Lanka in no time. Dahyamanam imam pashya purim satta pratolikam. Very easily, Mother Sita's effulgence and Rama's valor can destroy you and all the Rakshasas and this so-called prosperous kingdom of yours. Swani mitrani mantrimscha jnathin bhratrun sutan kitan bhogan dharamscha lankamscha mam vinasham upanaya. You better what? Do not lead to extermination your own people, your kingdom, your friends, your wives, your counselors, your ministers, your soldiers, your entire race. Do not lead them all to extermination. Satyam Rakshase Rajendra Shunushva Vachanam Mama Ramadasasya Dutasya Manarasya Viseshataha. Therefore, better listen to me. Better listen to what I have to tell you. Listen to my advice. What I tell you is truth. Satyam Rakshasa Rajendra Shunushva Vachanam Mama Ramadasasya Dutasya Vanarasya Visheshataha. I am a Vanara. I am a Duta. More importantly, I am Ramadasa. So you better listen carefully what I have to tell you, what I am telling you. Please take my advice. Sarvan Lokan Susumhyatya Sabhutan Sacharacharan Punareva Tata Srashtum Shakto Rama Mahayasha. Rama's Mahayasha. You must know about Rama. You possibly have not realized who Rama is. Sarvan Lokan Susamhitra Sacharacharan. Rama can at an instant, he can eliminate all animate, he can destroy everything, and within an instant, Punareva Tata Srashtum, he can recreate everything once again. He is that Paramatma. Indirectly, without saying that, Hanuman gives that message to Ravana. Sarvalokeshwarasyaivam Krutva Vipriyamuttamam Ramasya Rajasimhasya Durlabham Tava Jeevitam. Your survival is not possible. If you think you can combat with Rama and survive, you should know who Rama is. He is Sarvaloka Ishvara. He is the one who is worshipped by all. You must know who Rama is. You must understand, recognize his true nature. Let me tell you who Rama is. Because Hanuman is also, while continuing to give this advice, is also noticing Ravana's body language. Nothing much seems to be sinking inside. So Hanuman now has to make his advice even more stronger. He has to share with Ravana the true nature of Rama. And now Hanuman declares, Devascha Daityascha Nishacharendra Gandharva Vidyadara Nagaraksha Ramasya Lokatraya Nayakasya Sthatum Shaktaha Samareshu Sarve Dhamma Swayambhuscha Turananava Rudrasti Trinetrasta Purantakova Indro Mahendra Suranayakava Tratunna Shakta Yudhirava Vadhya. You must understand who Rama is. Devascha Daityascha Nishacharendraha Gandharva Vidyadara Nagayaksha. Think of any being, all classes of beings created in this universe. Devas, Daityas, Nishacharas, Gandharvas, Vidyadharas, Nagas. Ramasya Lokatraya Nayakasya. He is Lokatraya Nayaka. Sthatum na Shakta Samareshu Sarve. There is no one who can engage in a combat and win against him. He is Lokatraya Nayaka. Not only that, Brahma Swayambhuscha Turanamova. Rudras Trinetras Tripurantakova. Brahma, Rudra, all of them, Indra, Mahendra, Suranayakova. All of them recognize who Rama is. He is Sakshat Avatara of the Parabrahman. If you do not recognize this, Tratumna Shakta Yudhirava Vadhyam. Once Rama takes a vow, a pledge, he will fulfill it. So therefore, he has already taken the pledge to exterminate you. So therefore, you better think twice before taking any further decisions from your side. So Saushtam Upetum Upestum Adinavadinaha Kapehe Nishamya Apratimo Apriyam Vachat Dashananaha Kopa Vivrutta Lochanaha Samadhishattasya Vadham Mahakapehe. Listening, Nishamya Vachaha, listening to words of Hanuman, Saushta Opetam. It seems very skillfully delivered message, Valmiki writes. Saushta Opetam. Saushta Upetam. Hanuman has not only given an advice to Ravana, but skillfully worded advice. But apriyam, very unpleasant to listen to for Ravana. Adina Vadinaha, spoken without fear. Fearlessly, Hanuman. No, Ravana has never encountered this ever before. Somebody standing fearlessly right in front of him and advising him. But at the same time, Hanuman was amazed. After all this, Hanuman knew that this has not really made the right kind of an impact. And he knew this. But he was amazed by what, on the one hand, he met the servant Lankini, who understood just one punch was enough. With one punch, Lankini understood what Hanuman wanted her to understand. But here, Hanuman gave several punches to Ravana's ego, but Ravana is unable to comprehend what Hanuman wanted him to understand. What Hanuman wanted Ravana to understand. All these punches are not ordinary punches. This couldn't be an ordinary Ravana, ordinary Vanara punching. Hanuman wanted Ravana to understand the power behind every punch, the power, the limitless power of Rama. This is beyond Ravana's comprehension. And Ravana's fury only increased. And it seems Ravana then and there decided to kill Hanuman. Vadetasya samagyapte Ravanena duratmanaha niveditavate dautyamna anumete vibhishanaha. Immediately when Ravana decided to kill Hanuman then and there, it was the wise Vibhishana who immediately rose to the occasion to stop Ravana from committing another sin. Vibhishana was very firm. He was very clear what should be done, and therefore immediately he got into action. Nischita tatasamna apuja shatrujitagraja uvacha hitam atyaktam vakyam vakya visharada. Vibhishana is vakya visharada. He is a wise one who knows how to construct the right kind of sentences and put the message across to Ravana. He immediately addresses Ravana. Kshamasvarosham tyajarakshasendra prasida madvakyamidam shrushva vadam na kurvanti paravarajnya dutasya santo vasudharipendra. Kshamasvarosham tyaja. He starts with Kshamas, forgive me. Forgive me for now trying to advise you, hey Ravana, but I have to, in your interest. It is not appropriate for you to kill a Duta who has come to us. Vadham na kurvanti paravaragya, he paravaragya, paravara, paravaragya. You know what is the right practice and you know what is the wrong practice. Therefore, it's not right for you to even think of killing this Vanara who is in our palace. Rajan dharma viruddham cha loka vritte cha lokavritteta garhitam tavacha asadrishyam veerakape asya pramanam dharmagyascha kritagnyascha rajadharma visharadaha paravarajnaha bhutanam tvameva paramatpiti. You are dharmagyaha, you are kritagyaha, you are rajadharma visharadaha. No, you know everything, you know what is right. No, here Vivishana is also kind of indirectly giving a message. You know what is dharma, you know what is right, you know what is wrong. You know what you must do, but while you know what is right, I also know, Ravana, you always do what is wrong. Knowing alone is not important, not enough. Knowing is important. Doing is also equally important. There cannot be a huge gulf between knowing and doing. Knowing and doing have to be aligned. One may know what is right and what is wrong, but one must also do what is right and not do what is wrong. So doing has to be necessarily guided by knowing. We see several examples. Even in Mahabharata, we see Duryodhana admits he knows what is right and what is wrong, but he is compelled always to do what is wrong. Same is the case with Ravana as well. Ravana has studied all the Shastras. He knows what is dharma. It is not that he is ignorant. The worst part in the case of Ravana is he continues to do wrong things knowingly, consciously. And that is the reason why his mistakes are not pardonable at all. Here Vibhishana is giving a very strong message. Grihyante yadi roshena vadrushopi vipaschitaha tata shastra vipaschittatvat shrama hi kevalam. Vibhishana looks at Ravana and says, Ravana, you are very proud of all the knowledge that you have gained through study of lots of Shastras. Grihyante yadi roshena, if you are seized by anger, if you are overpowered by anger and you end up doing all kinds of wrong deeds, what is the use of all that tapobala that you've gained here, Ravana? What is the use? You must first ascertain about what is right and wrong and then take the right decisions. Na papanam vadhe papam vidyate shastru sudana tasmadenam vadhishyami vanaram papacharinam. Vibhishana. No, now Ravana immediately says, where there is sin, hey Vibhishana, I am not committing any sin. The sin is committed by this Vanara right in front. And therefore, what I am doing is right. Immediately, Vibhishana responds, Prasida Lankeshwara Rakshasendra. Because Ravana's anger is only on the rise. Prasida, hey Lankeshwara, Prasida. Prasida Lankeshwara Rakshasendra. Dharmartha yuktam vachanam shudushva. Dutana vadhyam samayeshu rajan sarveshu sarvatra vadanti santaha. Katam cha dharmartha vinita buddhihi paravara pratyaya nishchitartaha. Bhavat vidaha kopavashehi tishteta kopam nishtayatihi sattvavantaha. It is not right for you to just be overpowered, seized by your own anger and thinking of only the perceived wrongs of what this Vanara has done without recognizing all the wrongs that you yourself have committed. But at the same time, he is giving a bitter pill covered with a sweet coating. This is why Vakya Visharada, Vibhishana is referred to as Vakya Visharada. Shurena Virena Nishacharendra Surasuranamapi Durjayena Dvaya Pragalbaha Suradaitya Samgha Jitascha Nityeshwa Sakranarendra. What is the point? He's only a mouthpiece standing right in front of you. Why to inflict death on this messenger? you should be allowing him to go back. You can punish him, but allow him to go back. Let those who are behind him, who are instrumental for him to come all the way, let them come here. You engage in a battle with them, you win over them. That is the right thing to do, not try to eliminate the messenger. You have to ensure that you do the right thing. Parakram utsaha manasvinam cha surasuranam api dijjayena tvaya manonandana naindrutanam yuddhayati nashayitum nayuktaha. You yourself know that you are capable of winning any battle, any war. So therefore, you should be ready to face. You should be ready to be prepared for the war against those who are responsible for this messenger to come here. Now, Vibhishana is clearly ensuring that, first of all, Hanuman is let go. Vibhishana also heart in heart wants Rama to arrive in Lanka. He is also waiting for this very moment. So therefore, in a way, Vibhishana is also orchestrating for the events that are going to unfold. But what is interesting here that we see, Vibhishana's skill. Vibhishana teaches us an important lesson here. The art of giving feedback. Here, Vibhishana is giving feedback to Ravana. It is easy to give feedback to someone who doesn't have a bloated ego, but it is very difficult to give feedback to somebody like Ravana. Vibhishana teaches how to give feedback to those who have bloated egos. The feedback must be sandwiched between forgiveness and glorification. This is what we see here. Vibhishana begins asking for forgiveness, kshama, forgiveness for the audacity that he is going to commit, the audacity of advising Ravana. So therefore, he starts with forgiveness. So in a way, he also prepares Ravana and he glorifies him. And in between glorification and seeking forgiveness, he also inserts, he also brings in some very strong worded advice. And he ensures that Ravana gets the message. Cushioned between forgiveness and glorification, the words of advice given by Vibhishana is finally received by Ravana. So Ravana now decides that he must punish Hanuman and not kill him. What is Ravana now going to do? How is he going to punish Hanuman, and how that is going to backfire, or should I say literally backfire on Ravana? We will wait and see until next session. Jai Shri Ram.